So let's talk about how the small decisions you make in and out of every single day affect your ability to create generational wealth. A lot of people think it's this big decisions that need to happen, the launch of a new app, or you have to, I don't know, invent something or do all these very big, small deals. What oftentimes gets missed is that, quite honestly, what's the difference between having nothing and having something, or moving from nothing to something, in really a relatively short period of time, is the small individual decisions that you make every single day. And this is a small one today, but it is a big one that already yielded a pretty big substantial win for us. We have an office when I came in here this morning today, and it's a small little satellite office at our Keller Williams real estate branch, whatever, here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's just a spot that we can pop in, we can work for a little bit, and honestly, we just found ourselves not really using it a whole lot. This office cost about $400 a month. That's a pretty small amount of money when you talk about the scheme of things, but it's just a bill that we were paying just kind of month over month. What we decided to do is close down that office to save the $400. Now, for just the average person, you might judge and say, well, if you're making $1 million, what's $400? But that's the point. You don't get to $1 million unless you cut the things that are unnecessary out of your life. If you're spending money on something and it's not generating some kind of return for you or some sort of a benefit that moves you to your goal, there's no point in having it. I think about if having a Netflix and an Amazon and a Disney Plus and a Showtime, and you hear these people have all these different things that they subscribe to, that can add up to big dollars, $100, $200. And that $100, $200 invested into something else at an 8% return or compounded interest can mean into even bigger dollars. So what we did with this $400, well, you'd be surprised. We actually took this and we put it into more leads for the business. One of those leads that we received, which we pay about $400 a month to this lead source, one of the leads that we received, we just closed on, and that netted us $10,000. So we took a $400 investment that was kind of like just kind of a waste for us because we're just thrown into an office space that we barely use. We took that $400, we didn't put it in our pocket to save it. We invested in something that was going to give us the return, that being a lead source. And of course, those lead source produces a lead that yielded us $10,000. That is a win all day. And that's how you move from nothing to something in a very short period of time. It's the small decisions, folks.